Alright, what's up everybody? How's it going? It's Berk, aka Dansgreat here. Let me know if you can see and hear the stream before we kick things off. Indeed, it is good to be back. It has been a little while, so apologies for not doing any live streams for some time. I did take a bit of a break, but it was definitely necessary. I had a lot of other stuff to be getting on with, and obviously just wanted to kind of slow things down a little bit for the summer. But I am back. Summer is pretty much over. It has already been for like the last 10 days, especially in the UK. But I can get back into the swing of things as of this week. Welcome, welcome. It's nice to see the new badges in the chat as well. So Surgeon has a Strago badge from Final Fantasy VI. It took me some time to kind of get those going, because basically YouTube, every year that goes by when they have memberships open, they obviously unlock kind of new badges based on how long you've been a member for. And recently we literally got years like 6 to 10 unlocked, and so suddenly I had all of these extra slots to fill, and so we were trying to decide like which badges we should have. And so for 6 years we have Surgeon with the Strago badge. Yeah, we definitely got a few more, and of course the year 10 badge is going to be the Hypello Shoe Puff Rider, since that's what we decided to call kind of the membership thing. If you ever get to 10 years as a member, you get to have the ultimate Shoe Puff Rider badge forever. So let me start to recap where we're at, because it has been a little while, so I think it's a good idea, honestly, for me as well, and for you guys to sort of catch back up. Obviously, because of the VODs, some people might have watched this more recently, but for me at least, it's been, I think, about 7 weeks or something since I last did this, so I haven't been playing anything from this challenge for the last 7 weeks or so. And so what we are doing is basically trying to see how far we can get in this game with every single enemy being auto-hasted, including all the bosses, of course. And so we'd made surprisingly good progress, honestly. Like, I'm kind of impressed. We also have no sphere grid going as well, just because, you know, it makes it just a little more spicy, a little more fun, you know. So we're still no sphere grid at the moment, and so we're basically currently still trying to see how far we can take this challenge as it is right now. And in the last session, we encountered one of the most significant early game bosses, which is of course Seymour and Anima. So that's where we were at. We had an attempt last time, and honestly, I think it went surprisingly well. I think we got to... Did we beat Anima as well? I think we definitely beat Seymour Phase 1. We got to Anima, and then we lost, I think, to Seymour's like next form. I think it was something like that. So honestly, for a first time, it was actually pretty good. I was surprised. And if we can get through that one, it's quite a milestone fight. And then we can definitely make some more progress, hopefully, in this challenge and see how far we can push it. So that's generally where we're at the moment. So when I'm ready, I'm going to head back in and we're going to have another attempt and try and get back up to speed. Welcome, Dreamy McStreamy, Idris, and Michael, and Tan as well. Hope you guys enjoy the stream today, and hope everyone is doing well. So, I don't have... Let me put cutscene... Actually, just for the first one, while we're waiting for people to come in, I think let's just dive in. For future attempts, I'll put cutscene remover on, so we don't need to rewatch the intro cutscene, but just to sort of get us to speed and just give people time to get in. It always takes like a good, I'd say, probably half an hour to an hour, but obviously we're not going to wait that long. But even the first like 10-15 minutes, it makes a difference as people start to trickle in. So we've got a lot of elementals to deal with, of course, and a lot of it is one-hit KO, but we do have some proofs that we've managed to pick up, which is definitely going to be useful for us. And Kimari has some pretty good stuff too. But for this one, we didn't get to choose like the front line. There wasn't too much we could do. So I think we just need to jump in and see where we're at. So this first attempt probably won't go so well, but I already have some ideas and some things that I think could work, and we'll see how we get on. So let's kick it off. Hey Christopher, good to see you. Thanks for being here. And yes, Belle, our family dog, is definitely doing better. That was part of our like summer kind of drama. In early August, she had a couple of really big seizures. She's a pretty elderly dog now. She's coming up to 13.5. So we were all very scared that this is pretty much like end of the road kind of thing. But thankfully, she's made a pretty miraculous recovery. And obviously, she's on extra medication and stuff. And she's doing better now. So she kind of needs more like constant supervision in that sense. You can't really leave her alone for an extended period of time. But she's generally doing great. So thank you for mentioning it, Christopher.
Seymour!
So I will talk over the cutscene because we've already aired this one before. I don't normally do that, but...
Make me!
Thank you, Logan, for the donation. Appreciate that. Glad you've been enjoying the content. Welcome in, Gatsby. And So Unsainted. And Law, good to see you. It has been. Yeah, it's been like 6-7 weeks since I last did a live stream. Definitely good to be back. And welcome in, James.
Yuna! But why?
Yeah, the Tidus make me
We
this.
saw Jiskel's
It's
sphere.
great.
You killed him.
What of it? Lady Yuna, certainly you knew of these things, did you not? Well then, why have you come here?
I came to stop you.
I see.
The scenes are so good. I just get like drawn in. I said I'd like
You
talk
came
over
to
it in chat
punish
and
me,
stuff,
then.
but they're so good. I just get hooked in.
What a pity. Ah, of course. Protect the summoner even at the cost of one's life. The code of the Guardian. How admirable. Well, if you're offering your lives, I will have to take them.
Well,
Maester Seymour, I trust my guardians with my life, but they are also my friends. I will not stand by and watch them be hurt. I will fight you too!
All right!
Maester Seymour!
So be it.
yeah, so the frame rate's a little sketchy here at the moment. Hopefully it kind of fixes up. It always has been for this fight. There's always something a little buggy about it. Is this just a normal playthrough? It's very far from normal. It's very, very far from normal. Because every enemy, as you will see from the sensor text here, every enemy has haste, has auto-haste. And obviously when you look at the CTB, you see that that's very bad. So that's what we've been having to deal with since the start of the game. And we've been trying to make our way through regardless. So yeah, that's the main kind of hook of the series, and then alongside that, for now, just as an added bonus, I've been trying to see how far I can get without using the sphere grid, and that's why our stats look the way that they do. So that is the proposition that we are facing, and so now, what I don't even really remember exactly what I did last time for this one. It was such a, like, I think we need to basically get rid of at least the Guado Guardians as quickly as possible. Yeah, I think for anyone who didn't know that Seymour's a bad guy, I think he at this stage, obviously, he's made it pretty obvious at this point. Now, for these guys, I think I mixed something that basically took them out in one go for the Guado Guardians. The downside of that is obviously Seymour gets 2 turns. If I could do something with Use and take them out. If I had a Petrify Grenade, I should have probably tried to farm for one. That was really difficult. Ideally, you want to just toss a Petrify Grenade here just to get rid of the 2 Guado Guardians. It's much, much quicker to use. So if I go to a mix, Riku disappears off the CTB. And that means that Seymour gets 2 turns. And so we'll have to see who he takes out there. The alternative, I guess, is you could try and see if the Poison Fang does enough damage. So the range of damage a Poison Fang can do, it's basically like it kind of averages out to about 2,000. But that means that it could work or it could fail. And if it fails, then you're in big trouble. So we've got some options, but not particularly great ones, I would say. They're immune to sleep, from what I remember. Darkness won't help. And so I think let's just do what we did last time, because I remember it worked out relatively well. We managed to actually make some headway in the fight, but I don't know if that's just because we got lucky with who Seymour targeted, but let's just begin here and see what happens. So this takes out the Guardians, and we need another 250 damage to take out Seymour and move to the next form. Okay. So honestly, that wasn't the worst. Water's coming next, I think. Yeah, water's coming next. Yeah, we don't have any waterproof. I think we've got like water ward maybe. Let me double check this. Yeah, water ward. Kimari doesn't have water protection. I think it might still be best. Honestly, I'm wondering if I summon Shiva now and use Shiva to push Seymour into the next form. And then they just go one-on-one with Anima and she still get it done. Yeah, the problem is basically, I think, with Seymour, the problem with this fight is you kind of need to think ahead. So even if you deal with Anima, when you come back, this is a scenario you're going to face, and Seymour's going to get multi-magic turns, and so you're just going to get wiped out. So ideally, that's why I'd like to have all three of my characters alive before doing the summon. I think the best chance of that is maybe with Water Ward with Waka. Maybe he survives it. He gets targeted here. Let's give it a go. Waka? Perfect. Okay. So that's nice. That gives me an opportunity here. So we're going to have multi-firer, which is obviously a big problem. How did the last episode end? Oh man, you had like 6 weeks to catch up on the series, but from what I remember, I think we took out Anima as well, and then the next phase of Seymour killed us basically, because the really powerful multi-spells start to come in. So I think for now, let's just try our luck with the summon. It's still the first attempt of the session here. I'm gonna do a regular summon. I think basically Shiva already will fill up her overdrive from Anima's attacks. So I'm not gonna grand summon because it pushes her down the CTB further. Let's just see what happens with a normal one. I don't know why she's named here. Shouldn't it be like question mark? Hey Sammy, welcome to stream. Good to see you. Been catching up on Expedition 33. Fair enough. I will accept that. Okay. So the idea is to try and get Anima summoned here.
Feel my pain. Come, Anima.
And then I think in terms of turn order, I think it does what Seymour would have done, like CTB wise, it just replaces his move. That might mean we get into boost. And then Shiva can do a lot of damage with the Blizzara, so... And to be honest, because Shiva's agility is very good, she's been keeping up quite well, even with an auto-hasted Anima. She is a really good matchup in this fight. My turn? Ah, shit. Yeah, so the CTB was a bit deceptive there, I guess it works differently. It showed one move. Okay, boosted. Yeah, so 3 moves basically, but she is boosted, and so we should be able to do significant damage now. So it's a bit of a race against time to see if we can beat Anima here. I think her overdrive was a quad 9. So we just need to get into quad 9 territory. Okay. We can take 1 more pain here. Hey Romeo, welcome to stream. Good to see you. We're just casually warming up here in the Seymour and Anima boss fight. Alright, so this time I have to heal. We can't use overdrive yet, it's too soon. Alright, here comes another pain. Actually, I'm wondering if like Shiva will interrupt Seymour's pattern here. Like the elemental order that he has, I wonder if that will get used up. Or he'll go back to... Because I think it was fire next. He was going to do a multi-fire. We'll see what happens here. Hey Francisco, welcome to stream. See you. Now... Okay, so we should be within range now. I think either way Shiva dies, I don't think I can kill Anima and do anything to Seymour at the same time. Yeah, so if Seymour's keeping the cycle, then he'll probably come in with multi-firer, and then we'll just have to see what happens, because I've got 3 characters alive. So I'll definitely survive it, but under what? Well, he might get 2 turns, honestly. But let's just see what's going to happen. Let's take out Anima first. So this part of the fight is actually working pretty well. Hey Erica, welcome to stream. Good to see you. Just in time for the finger snap. Exactly. There it is. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, now he's going to use like a big 3rd level spell.
That power that defeated Anima, it will be mine.
Yeah, so he uses the fire. Then that means that maybe he switches, that he starts the cycle again, and it's going to be ice first. That's not too bad. Because we do have some lightning cover, if there is a 2nd set of turns. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, okay, cool. This might be doable. Ah, crap. I'd rather Riku survived. Shit. That's unlucky. If that hit Yuna... Yeah, if that hit Yuna... and Riku was the last one left, she had lightning proof. So she would have survived the Thundara and then got a turn. Damn. That wasn't too bad, you know. Damn. Okay. That was honestly not too bad. Hey EA Burns, welcome to stream. And Liquid Gab as well, Micro Omega. Yeah, people trickling in. Good to see you guys. So yeah, that was the first. Again, I think that's kind of similar to how the last one went, honestly. From here on, let me see if I can get cutscene remover working. Because we might have to watch that cutscene a few times. Okay. Yeah, so cutscene remover doing his job there. Thank you. I've been having a few problems with the game recently in terms of it like being a bit like freezing and crashing and stuff. I had to mess around with a couple of things. I've been trying to play a little bit of Final Fantasy X-2 to run some tests for future challenge stuff. And in doing so, I think I kind of messed with like the whole like Final Fantasy X-2 package on Steam. And so I started to have a few issues. But hopefully things should be ironed out again. It should be okay. But we shall see. With Yuna by my side. 20 years in, Seymour still looked that irritating. Irritating, I know. Or are you afraid? So this kind of opening gambit that I have here, I'm wondering, actually, what if I mix some kind of null here? Maybe that's a good idea, because if I can cover, because he rotates through the elements, that might actually be a good idea. So maybe Riku opens the fight by mixing some kind of null. At least that way, if we can like kind of survive there, maybe Shiva can open with an overdrive. Because she still had a little bit left in the tank against Anima, like MP-wise. Maybe that's not a bad call. Hey Mike, welcome to stream. I kind of like the foggy, frosty effect. Yeah, true. It is quite nice, actually. It's not something I really noticed that much, but it does add a little atmosphere. So yeah, maybe that's not the worst idea. Let's give it a go. Let's try and mix some nulls here, because we're struggling obviously to survive against the powerful spells. Now, as always, I don't even know how to mix them. I would like to mix. I think it's Mega Null that we need. I need to have a quick look at this. No power of editing here. You guys are just gonna have to wait. Nah, so it's all good. Right, let me see. What am I looking for? Okay, so we got Mega Null. And to do that, you need a high potion plus like a level 1 item, like an elemental item. That's not bad. That's pretty cheap. Okay. Let's give that a go. Hey Rhoda and Tomislav, thanks for joining us. Let's give that a little mix. I think it's a good idea, because we need to kind of invest in the final part of the fight. I think the first 2 parts we can basically just win, but it doesn't really mean too much if we keep getting taken out when Seymour returns. So let's do that. Let's see if we can survive. Obviously, the downside here is we'd have to survive a flurry of turns. So we need a little bit of kind of RNG here, because obviously these guys can throw Shremedies, or they can use elemental magic themselves. And we need them to use the elemental magic, basically, otherwise it'd be trouble. And I think maybe for Yuna, we go straight to Grand Summon. So we try to survive the turns, and then Yuna goes into Grand Summon immediately to wipe out the Guardians, and immediately bring Seymour into phase 2. So that's the idea. So trying something different to the first few attempts here. Yeah. Oof, okay, that was fortunate. That would have really ruined things. Okay. Yep. Okay. I would say that worked out pretty well. And we still have like the rotation of Seymour elements that we're just going to be nullifying. So I think that's a pretty good start, actually. Now it hinges on, can Shiva basically take these guys out and also Anima at the same time, like in a single summon sequence. It's a bit of a big ask, but I feel like it's probably the best way. Either that, or we go... Just thinking, if we do this and Kimari uses Stone Breath, like we survive one more Seymour turn. I think first, let's just do the Grand Summon one. If that doesn't work, we'll try this opening again, and then we'll maybe use Stone Breath with Kimari to take out the Guardians, and then try something different. But for now, I want to go for this one. Alright, let's do it. So obviously, because the challenge is so difficult and the restrictions are so severe, we're having to lean a lot on our overdrives and that kind of thing, but you've got to do something, right? But I'm sure there's going to be at least some kind of high-level challenge players looking at this run and going, I want to do this as well, but I'm going to do it with no overdrives as well or something. I think Extractor would be impossible with no overdrives, surely, but unless you have some... Nah. Yeah, I think it'd be pretty impossible. Okay. So this is the idea. Obviously, the downside of this is look at this CTV situation here. But I do think we'd probably be able to survive still, and then we just have the Blizzara to heal. So let's give it a go. And as we saw in the last one, Anima's attacks, like the pain attacks, will fill up Shiva's overdrive, so she will get her overdrive still. Is the H silent in Que? I always pronounce it Que. But I pronounce everything wrong, so don't go by what I said. Right, there we go.
Feel my pain. Come, Anima.
Yes, indeed, it's a no sphere grid run for now. Crazy as that sounds. So, question is, can we survive this initial barrage of turns? We'll probably have to take 2 or 3 pains here. Alright, here we go. Alright, here's number 1. I'm no expert. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us. I keep forgetting this isn't the Masters mod. Yeah, true. Yeah, we'll do the Masters mod, Auto-Haste mod, like, combination, eventually. Is it going to be a third one? Sheesh. Okay. Surely not 4 pains, though. I know it's Auto-Haste, but that's insane. Come on. Okay. So by the skin of our teeth, we survive here. But I think we're in a bad synchronization, so whenever we are ready to cast our magic, Anima's not boosted. So that's not good. Hey, Caripian in the house, welcome. For a second I was like, why are they all hasted? Yeah, even he's struggling to keep up here. No, I won't do a Baldur's Gate 3 run. If I do want to potentially do a co-op one, like just for fun, like with my girlfriend or with some of my friends or something like that. But definitely not for the channel. That's not happening. Okay, so now it really is a race against time. Can we survive long enough to... Nah, this is a bad synchronization. We kind of need it to be on boost. Is there any way we can make that happen? I don't think so. Yeah, it's going to be really tight. There's a triple turn here, which is a problem. Let's have a look. Yeah, I might need to have a look at Null Blaze to kind of change the sync. It's a good call. Something that's a quicker move. Okay, so I need 2 more Blizzaras here. And I have 2 more Blizzaras worth of MP. I think... Oof, as long as it's not pushed to overdrive, I think we might have enough. But I think it would probably get an overdrive in the next 4 turns. I think it's going to beat us to the overdrive. Let's have a look at Null Blaze. Null Frost. Nah, it's not quick enough. So you can see the CTB shift slightly there, just like a very subtle move, but it's not enough to change the order of the turns. Yeah, true. I don't think in our attempts we didn't take an Oblivion, right? Did we? No, I don't think she got hit by Oblivion. So I don't know how much damage. I think it was like 2,000 something range. So if you shield it, she should be able to survive. Let's see what happens here. Oof, 3 turns coming up here. I'm not sure I can survive. So what about now? Brings it back to 2. Yeah, this is a bad comment. basically, if the kind of, yeah, if the combination had been different, where if she ended up on boost instead of having just used pain. So in the previous attempt, every time Shiva used her magic, it was after a boost. This time it was after pain. But I think we have to at least try here. But I think even then, this is definitely not going to work. I think if we... I'm trying to think, if we were to still just use it anyway, could the other characters finish off Anima? See you later, Rhoda. Take care. Yeah, shield reduces it by a factor of like 4, basically, though. I think it could be tight, but the problem is we're going to get hit by pain still. I think. Yeah. So I don't think pain plus the overdrive, I think that's going to be a bit too much. But I think in the name of just knowing for future attempts, let's just take a look at this and see how much damage we're going to take. Let's have a look. This is probably not going to end well, but let's have a look. Okay. Let's see. So I think some people might be surprised by how little damage this is going to do with shield. Shield is so powerful. Take a look. Only problem is, okay, then I need to heal myself, even if I survive these two, but then I won't have any MP left. I might have to try and use physicals. It's going to be incredibly tight, but let's see what happens. Yeah, look at that, 25 damage. Kind of crazy. I'm sure people are quite surprised by that. It looks so funny just to see 25 damage. Okay. So, now ideally, obviously, I'd love to attack Anima, but I won't survive the retaliation, so I have to do it now. But she is going to be boosted for the next move. So again, for anyone who doesn't know, the Aeon Shield in that sense is special. It's better than just like Protect, for example, or using Sentinel with your characters. It's twice as strong, basically, at defending. Okay, so this is going to be so close. I think we might just be able to sneak this, you know. I think we can. So boost, and then, yeah. So one more kick brings her down. Yeah, I think we got it. Okay. Wow. This is so close. Shiva, what a beast. What an absolute beast. Like, she took out the Guado Guardians, she brought Seymour down to this phase, then she handled Anima, took an Anima overdrive, and now she's going to defeat Anima as well. She's crazy. Whew. And now we have some null spells. Now obviously it's going to be a little bit of an RNG game to see what's actually going to happen here.
That power that defeated Anima, it will be mine.
Okay, water. So we're going to have to survive fire, which we will, because we have the null spells. And then he rotates back to ice. I think we have a chance here. We'll be very careful with what we do with our turns, but I might have to use a Mega Phoenix and stuff. Ooh. Question is, do we self-destruct for damage? Do we self-destruct for damage? Now, let's have a quick look here. So, Yuna and Kimari don't have ice protection. But, Yuna and Riku don't. Yeah. And it is ice next, correct? It should be multi... Yeah, he's going to do the ice, and then he's going to do lightning. There's nothing I can really do here because we're just going to take too much damage. Like, even I think with a ward, I don't think we can survive. Can we? Basically, I want to do my best to have Riku survive. I feel like Riku's the one with the best chance of doing big damage to finish it off. The other guys, even with their overdrives, I'm not too sure they've got enough. It feels like I'm in a good situation, but it's also like incredibly perilous at the same time. I mean, literally, you could go with a self-destruct, but then that guarantees... No, you can't self-destruct, because if you self-destruct here, then literally, I'm pretty certain Yuna and Riku then both die because they don't have ice protection. So this would literally... You would self-destruct the entire run if you were to use this. You can't do that. Kimahri could potentially tank an ice move here, which would be very useful for us. So that's why it's a bit tough to decide. Wondering if any kind of fury or attack reels. It's a race now to try and do another 6,000 damage as quickly as possible. See you later, Idris. Take care. Thanks for watching. And the only one basically who has a chance of doing anywhere near that is Yuna with an overdrive, which she doesn't have anymore, or Riku. Like, I feel like otherwise we can't get 6,000 damage done here. What if he did some kind of Aurochs reel, status reels? Is that a good call? Nah. It really feels to me like we have to try and keep Riku alive. Somehow. Like, Riku has to be the one to finish it off. It's 4 turns before Yuna gets one. Basically, Poison I'm thinking of, because Poison can do nice damage. I think with Riku I'd probably use a Poison Fang on him, honestly, and then try to survive and see if the poison damage can tick through. But I think what we've done with this fight, I think we can basically kind of recreate here in the future, so I think I'm just going to go for it here. Yeah, that's why I was thinking back to Aurochs reels, because you can do... Does it do poison and the breaks? He's immune to breaks. Does Kimahri have Nova? Oh my god. Yeah, if this was like some kind of new game plus. But yeah, can someone confirm for me if like what status weaknesses Seymour has at this stage? So I know poison is the one that is so often exploited. People tend to blast through this phase of him. It's not as big of a deal, so I kind of forgot what else he's susceptible to. Hey Dan, welcome to the stream. Poison and Magic Break. But does that mean that using Aurochs reels might be a call? Basically, the reason I don't want to remove Kimahri is because he's literally got all of the nulls. So he's... Well, not all of them, 3 of the 4. So, like, survival-wise, Kimahri's great. Waka basically will pretty much get killed, like, no matter what we do here. Unless he's very lucky. So that's why I kind of don't want to use Waka if I can avoid it. That's why I'm a little torn about whether to keep Kimahri for the defensive side. And yeah, obviously Waka has delay too. Like, it would be the last move Waka does. He'd probably do it and then he'd be done. Hey Felicity, welcome to stream. Good to see you. So I think for now we're going to try the defensive option first. Just see if we can somehow poison him with Riku. And using these nulls, can we keep people alive? I don't think Kimahri has an overdrive that would be particularly useful here. Like, self-destruct right at the end if we survive long enough. He could finish it with a self-destruct. But for now, we're just going to try this, and we're going to see what happens. So ice is coming next. Oh, it's fire. We've been chatting shit all along. It's been fire. I haven't been tracking properly. There you go. I think it was the right call. So now that fire came, now it's ice. So we're kind of in the same position we were before. No, this is the Steam version of the game, so there's no save states. If you're emulating on PS2, you can use it, but not here. How much damage does he do to someone who has Ice Ward? Yuna's turn is just so far away. Try it one more time. Okay. That's good. Hit Yuna. Okay. Whew. Okay. That was a... Literally, that was a bullet dodged. That was definitely a bullet dodged. Ooh. And Yuna almost has a full overdrive here. Now. I feel like Poison Fang's the play here. Because we do like 2,000 odd damage, and then he's going to take damage after he uses his move. And then Kimahri just revives, I think. Yeah, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with this. Then we know that the next move is Lightning. And Tidus happens to have Lightning Protection. So I think this works, and Riku will survive because she also has a Lightning Proof. So we revive Yuna as like an extra bit of bait here. Here we go. Yep. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. I think we're in with a good chance here. So what's next? Water, right? Okay, so from here on out, we don't really have protection. Yeah, there's autosave in the Steam version, but there's not save states. So you can't, like, obviously for this one, the autosave's in a good place. You can just immediately restart the fight. And honestly, the autosave systems are good enough that, especially if you have a cutscene remover alongside it, it's really not that bad. But if you want, like, mid-fight saves, then obviously you can't do that in this version. So I think we have no... Like, this is the single most damaging item we have, and this is why we farm these. So I think we do this, and then after that, I think Riku survives. I think she has a Null Tide. Yeah. Okay. Let's give it a go. What's the worst that could happen here? I think either way we survive. Like, let's say Riku doesn't get hit, and both Yuna and Tidus get taken out. No. Yeah, we could die here. Yeah, I'm just trying to think ahead now. He's going to use water next. Let's just say he hits Tidus and Yuna. They both die. Then he gets another turn, and he uses fire, and then he kills Riku. And then dead. So it really depends if one of them hits Riku, but then the next one is fire. So I think either way, we're going to have to face 4 spells, basically. And we don't have the elemental cover. Kimahri is the only one who does. Well... He's only got Null Tide cover as well. I think we might just fall short here. Just thinking, even with a ward, I think he does too much damage. I think Yuna took like 1,600 or something. Yeah, I think Riku is probably the best move, but I'm just trying to explore other options, just trying to see if maybe I magic break him and a ward. Then I think Waka survives, for example, because he's got a water ward. But I think even when he's magic broken, I think anyone without a ward for that element will die. And we don't have a lot of fire ward. So we just don't have the time. If Riku had a full overdrive, we could have finished him off here, but... What if we do this? Basically, if I did something like this and Yuna died, then I'd be able to self-destruct and use a Poison Fang at the same time. I think attack reels would do about 1,000 something damage. It wouldn't be enough, and it would be less than what Riku could do. I'm just thinking if I do this... If I do this... and Tidus survives as well, then we win the battle. If Tidus doesn't survive, then we might be screwed, but Riku might get a full overdrive. In fact, actually, I think Riku would get a full overdrive here, because he's going to use 2 water spells, and one of them probably will hit Tidus or Yuna. And so that would mean, I think Riku gets a full overdrive, and then she can overdrive finish from there, surely. No? Can the multi-spell hit the same character? It's always been different characters, right? I'm just thinking if Riku gets targeted twice, but that's unlikely. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. I'm going to change weapon here. And the idea here is that Riku survives this next turn either way because she has a Null Tide. And she will have a full overdrive because one of her teammates will get destroyed by Seymour's attacks, and then she tries to overdrive finish. I think that's the idea. And if it fails, we just try again. I mean, it's only been like, what, 3 or 4 attempts total so far? It's been pretty quick. So let's give it a go. Right, Riku ate the first one. Now she needs a full overdrive. There it is. There it is. You don't even... Yeah. Brilliant. Game over. We did it. Whew. I want to know how much attack reels does. We did definitely have some good RNG moments. We dodged a few bullets there. But in that sense, this fight should hopefully be won. Well, maybe not. There's just an awkward amount of HP. I think I should just mix the potato masher and then finish off, just do it safely. Potato masher was like, what, 2,600 or something, roughly? Or 2,500? And then we can definitely finish him off with an overdrive after that, surely. He's got 2,900. I guess I could probably do an even more powerful mix than Potato Masher. You know what? We almost never get to use Self-Destruct, and it's a no-Sphere run. I'm just going to use it. We almost never get to use it. Let's just see it. Kimari taking one for the team. Thank you, Kimari. And now we can finish it off. Wait, let me turn off the cutscene remover so we can actually watch it. Hopefully it kicks back in. Woo! There we go. Auto-Haste Seymour and Anima. No Sphere Grid. Hopefully we get some nice spoils from this as well. That'd be nice. I mean, Kimari did get 2 armors there, so I guess he was rewarded for his sacrifice. So hopefully I turned the cutscene remover off now. Hopefully we still get the cutscenes after this. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't even need to mix.
Seymour!
Alright, it worked. Cool.
Please be silent. Lady Yuna prays to the faith.
Make me!
Huh? Wait, what? Huh? That's weird. For a second I was like, wait, this is deja vu. What's happening? Is this like a bug if you turn off cutscene remover between the 2 fights? Oh my god, that's so funny. What the hell?
But why? We saw Jiskel's sphere.
Holy shit, okay. Well, there you go.
You killed him.
What of it?
Okay.
Lady Yuna, certainly you knew of these things, did you not?
Yeah, you did not rewind the stream. This actually happened.
Well then, Why have you come here?
Glitch in the Matrix.
I came...
Oh my god.
I came to stop
Yeah,
you.
this is all cutscene remover quirks. I tried to take it back off again so we could watch the cutscenes after the fight, so it doesn't skip it. But this is such a Seymour thing to do. Can you imagine? Like, this is so on brand for him. It's like you defeat him and the cutscene just plays again. He's just like, nah, we're just gonna do this again. Yeah, time
What a
compression
pity.
has occurred.
Ah, of course. Protect the summoner even at the cost of one's life. The code of the Guardian. How admirable.
Are we sure this is live?
Well-
You will never know.
If you're offering your lives, I will have to take them.
Maester Seymour. I trust my guardians with
man.
my life.
Always
They
springing
are
up something
also my
new, man.
friends. I will not stand by
That's
and
so
watch
funny.
them be hurt. I will fight you too.
What's
Alright.
What's even going to happen with like Kimari self-destructed
Seymour.
and stuff? Is he just going to come back or?
So be it.
Yeah, that's the question. Yeah, we're going straight back. Seymour was just saying, no, I'm not having it. Oh. Wow. You want to use that move one more time? Oh my god. But like, Shiva's gone. It's like we have to do it without Shiva. Now, this is ridiculous. The problem here is that I think even with Farplane, because it's a multi-phaser, I won't be able to kind of stop it. He's auto-hasted so he didn't wait for Seymour Natus to rematch. Exactly. Holy shit. Okay. Oh, how are we going to handle this? I think we need to obviously use Farplane to kind of cheat through the fight now. Maybe we activate this thing as well. Like, I'm not going to do that again. Let's see if we can make this work. Because it's a multi-phaser, we might still not be able to do this. But we'll try. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, I guess for the battle, technically, we could give everybody, like, crazy HP. I think it's more the HP, because when we, like, defeat Anima, like, Seymour will come back and get the first turn or something like that, and then he's just going to wipe people out. So I'm just trying to make sure I survive here. So I think these are battle-only changes, so the HP should go back to normal afterwards. Good old Farplane, man. What a tool. And then we can even give people the nulls. Just for fun. I'm just messing around with the menus now, just to see like what we can do. I guess it would be kind of funny to give everybody Reflect. I'm going to give everyone Reflect. Let's do that. Let me see if that worked. Yeah, everyone's got auto-reflect in this fight. Let's see what happens. I think only problem is inventory. I kind of want to keep the same inventory. Okay, we'll turn some more debug stuff on. Oh my god, this has turned into like such a silliness.
Come, Anima.
I want a serious, difficult fight, and it just turned into memes. Oh well, this is the magic of live streams. Oh my god. With what's going on right now, this is going to be a lot easier than the Masters mod. But obviously, Pain's going to bypass whatever we do have, actually, funnily enough. Yeah, Real, you missed a great moment, unfortunately.
Oh, Faith, lend me strength.
Huh? Okay. Some weird stuff happening.
That power that defeated Anima, it will be mine.
It's called Final Fantasy X Farplane, Seymour. You can download it. I love how he does the second one anyway. I hope this doesn't break the game. Oh my god. Ridiculous. Okay. Now we can continue, I hope. There we go. Okay. I was wondering, are we going to get like AP again? But this time it doesn't give you AP and the equipment and stuff. Okay, we're back. Serious hat back on now.
Yuna, you would pity me now?
Literally in the Zanuck and Abe's logo. Always catches my eye, that death pose. Literally looks like it.
Lord Seymour!
Lord Seymour.
What happened here?
Seriously, what did happen here though? Like, he's actually right.
What have I done?
That was a madness.
Wait a minute, it's not our fault at all. Seymour struck first, he's the bad guy.
You did this?
Yuna, send him.
No, stop!
Only they listen to Auron.
Stay away from him, traitors!
I love that Yuna just doesn't, like, she could have just said, nah, I'm sending him anyway. He just literally says, stop. And she's like, no.
We're finished.
She's way too shocked.
Now hold on just a minute.
By the
Seymour's
situation.
the bad guy, right? We'll just explain to everyone what happened.
It won't be that easy. Let's get out of here.
Now, we have to be very careful. Oh no, we got AP twice. It's not the end of the world. We're not exactly using it, but we got Gil twice. I guess we did some Gil farming. The last 4 pieces of equipment, I'll discard them. Fine. Okay. Let's just see what we did get. Okay. Do I have to? Honestly, the way it's been going, maybe I do, but no. Okay, just the one. Let's have a look at this equipment. We'll see which set we like better. We'll keep one set and get rid of the other. So go bottom up. Oh, that's nice. That's really good. Dark touch. Eh. And then you got this one. Wow, it's 4 slots. Eesh. Sleep touch. It's a tough call. I mean, I would imagine Yuna having silence proof is surely the better one. So I'll pick and choose the ones I like. It's whatever. Yeah, I already got the double Gil, but to be fair, we'd probably, the more farming time we cut out, the better. We'll figure it out. It's fine. We have to do the Cloister of Trials first. So it's all good. Let's sort that out. Okay. Yeah, the first set is nice, but Kimari being silence-proofed, I'm not sure it's that. Like, silence-proof on Yuna, obviously, at this stage of the game is great. But I feel like increasingly we're just not going to really get to use turns in battle. It's just going to be some kind of overdrive best. But to be fair, we did for this fight. We did manage to actually use some regular turns as well. So it is what it is.